Appreciative inquiry is perhaps the single most effective tool for large-scale change, problem solving, and creating a positive learning environment available to any school system. I'm Dr. Richard Nongard. I'm the Chief Strategy Director at Bakke Graduate University, and I'm an expert in creating lasting transformation in schools, in communities, and in both nonprofit and for-profit organizations. Let me ask you a question. In what ways did your most transformational moment with a student impact both you and the student? Feels pretty good to think of the answer, doesn't it? And it's a pretty rich question, isn't it? Well-formed questions are valuable because in and of themselves, they activate change. A well-formed question can change the moment and move a frustrated teacher, administrator, parent, or student instantly from a place of despair to a place of hope. A question creates an internal dialogue, and it connects one person to another person. Think of the power a series of well-formed questions might bring, especially when every question and every answer was focused in one direction on what is right. This is the power of appreciative inquiry. Appreciative inquiry, like its cousin, positive psychology, seeks to reverse the trend of trying to solve problems by remaining in the problem. When Martin Seligman, the former president of the American Psychological Association, began his work in positive psychology, he surveyed the literature and he found over 45,000 journal articles focusing on disease, mental illness, and problems that people have. But only 300 journal articles focused on happiness, resiliency, and strengths. If you pick up a school administrator's publication or a publication for teachers, like the psychology journals, almost every article will be focused on the problem, and although these articles will purport to have solutions to the problem, they often miss the fundamental point that lasting change does not come from problem resolution, but comes from discovering organizational strengths, the assets that people have in creating positive connections, when to this point, there's only been problem avoidance. Appreciative inquiry is a researched and documented approach for change, and you can bring this process to your school or your community. You can bring it to your organization by facilitating what are called AI summits or AI workshops. And the beauty here is that even in times of tension, change, or stress, the approach works. Business and industries adopted the principles of appreciative inquiry, articulated in large part by David Cooper-Ryder at Case Western Reserve University. It has proven itself in case study after case study to improve the esprit de corps and transform negative cultures. But many schools, from elementary schools to graduate schools, have used appreciative inquiry to create something wonderful rather than to simply move to a place of pre-crisis functioning. And what's your goal? Isn't it to leave a lasting legacy in the community from your leadership? You can do this, just like Bakke Graduate University did in 2012, or just like Lake Hills Montessori School did in 2014. And although professionals other than myself guided the Metropolitan School District in Canada to success, the results of appreciative inquiry summits incrementally or substantially changed the dynamics in 6 out of 10 schools. It changed the culture of the schools and transformed these schools into learning machines. At Heaside School, a UK public school with over 1,300 students, appreciative inquiry was chosen as the method for collaboration with the community, and the strength of the process itself sustained the school during the traumatic disappearance and death of a student. The legacy of this work has made Heaside a model for other schools in connecting to the community and even in overcoming tragedy. The mechanism for these changes is generativity, not simply positivity. Appreciative inquiry is a positive process, but it generates something from within, and what comes from within is far stronger than something given from the outside. The case studies and journals which have collected data on appreciative inquiry show that the methods are practical, the potential is unlimited, and the approach is fundamentally stronger than traditional problem-solving approaches. Do you want to generate success and do this in a generative environment? If your leadership team is looking for the most powerful method of transformation available, contact me. I can train your administrators, your parents, your students, and your teachers in this incredible process. I conduct workshops and trainings on appreciative inquiry and appreciative inquiry summits for small and large organizations. I can teach your leaders the processes, or I can guide your organization and community through the processes. You can contact me at my website, which is, of course, fastceus.com/appreciative, or you can give me a call at my office, 918-236-6116. I'm looking forward to hearing from you, having a chance to visit with you, to visit your school, to meet the leaders, the teachers, the students, and the parents, and the community, and to help you transform your community with the process of appreciative inquiry.